Your dog looked at you this morning, not a glance, a long, slow, deliberate look, and then it looked away. You probably did not think much of it. But that look had a meaning. It had structure. It was in every sense that matters, a sentence. And your dog has been speaking to you in sentences like that for 10,000 years, patiently waiting for you to learn the language. You have not learned it. Almost no one has. And that is strange. Because of all the relationships humans have formed with other species, across the entire span of history, none is older, none is deeper, and none is more thoroughly wired into both sides than the one between you and your dog. Here is what happened. Somewhere between 15,000 and 40,000 years ago, depending on which genetic study you read, a population of wolves began a process that changed both species forever. They did not become dogs because humans tamed them. The leading theory, supported by researcher Brian Hare at Duke University's Canine Cognition Center, is that they domesticated themselves. The wolves, afraid of humans, got closer to human camps. Closer meant access to food scraps. Access to food meant survival advantage. Over generations, the least fearful, most human-tolerant wolves outbred the others, and somewhere in that process, something extraordinary happened. These proto-dogs developed a cognitive ability that no other animal on Earth, including chimpanzees, our closest genetic relatives, possesses to the same degree. They learn to read human faces. Your dog can follow your gaze. It can interpret your pointing gesture. It understands the difference between your happy voice and your angry voice. It can tell when you are sad before you have done anything to signal it. Researcher Julianne Kaminski at the University of Portsmouth has shown that dogs make more expressive faces when a human is watching them than when no human is present. They are not just reacting. They are performing. They are communicating deliberately to you. So what are they actually saying? The tail is the most obvious signal and also the most misread. A wagging tail does not simply mean a happy dog. The direction of the wag matters. Research by Giorgio Valortigara at the University of Trento found that dogs wag more to the right when they see something they want to approach, and more to the left when they encounter something threatening or uncertain. The left and right bias reflects activity in the opposite hemispheres of the brain. Approach motivation on the left hemisphere produces rightward wag, and avoidance motivation on the right hemisphere produces leftward wag. Other dogs can read this asymmetry. Their own heart rates change in response to it. When you see a dog wagging, your dog is broadcasting its emotional state in a directional signal that the entire canine world can decode in an instant. The speed matters too. A slow, low wag means uncertainty or submission. A fast, full-body wag that moves the hips means genuine excitement and social joy. A stiff high tail with rapid small movements is actually a warning, not a greeting. The tail is a flag, and it is always flying. The eyes say more than the tail. Soft, relaxed eyes with slightly squinted lids, what researchers sometimes call a soft eye, indicate calm contentment. Wide, round, hard eyes are stress or threat. But the most significant eye behavior is something you have almost certainly experienced and never named. Your dog makes eye contact with you in a way it does not make eye contact with other dogs. In canine communication, prolonged direct eye contact is a dominance challenge or a threat. Dogs almost never hold eye contact with each other. But with you, your dog holds your gaze. And when it does, both your brain and your dog's brain release oxytocin, the same bonding hormone that floods through a mother and infant during nursing. Your dog is not staring at you. It is loving you with its eyes, using a mechanism that evolution placed in the parent-child bond and that your dog has hijacked, across 10,000 years of coevolution, to point directly at you. The ears are a continuous broadcast. Forward and erect means engaged and alert. Pulled flat against the skull means fear, appeasement, or submission. One ear forward and one slightly back means your dog is processing two things at once. Watching you while also tracking a sound behind them. Relaxed ears that sit naturally at the sides of the head mean comfort and ease. Your dog's ears rotate independently, and the direction they point tells you exactly where your dog's attention is divided and what emotional register it is currently operating in. The body as a whole is a posture language. A dog that makes itself smaller, lowered head, curved spine, tucked tail, weight shifted backward, is communicating deference or anxiety. A dog that makes itself larger, raised head, stiff legs, weight shifted forward, hackles up, is communicating threat or challenge. A dog that offers its belly is not just asking for a scratch. It is making itself completely vulnerable to you, which in the language of wolves is the most profound signal of trust one animal can give another. The play bow, front legs extended, chest dropped, hindquarters raised, often accompanied by a small bark or a bounce, is one of the clearest signals in the entire repertoire. It means, what comes next is play, not real. It is punctuation. Dogs use it before they mouth each other, before they chase, before they wrestle, to establish that the intensity about to follow is social and joyful, not aggressive. When your dog play bows at you, it is inviting you into its world, using a signal it reserves for those it trusts completely. Then there is the yawn. You have seen your dog yawn when nothing seems to be happening. No tiredness, no stretch, just a long slow yawn directed at you or at a tense situation. Turid Rugas, a Norwegian dog trainer and behavioral researcher, identified a suite of what she called calming signals. Small subtle gestures dogs use to diffuse tension, signal peace, and manage social stress. The yawn is one, slow blinking is another, turning the head away, sniffing the ground suddenly, licking the nose. These are not random. They are deliberate communications that mean in the clearest canine terms, I am not a threat, please calm down, I want peace between us. When your dog yawns at a raised voice, it is not bored. It is negotiating. You have been sharing space with a creature that has spent 10,000 years evolving specifically toward you. Not toward wolves, not toward other dogs, toward human beings. Your dog's brain has been shaped, generation by generation, to notice you, to read you, to communicate with you in ways you were never taught to receive. The look your dog gave you this morning was a sentence. It probably said something like, I see you. I am calm, I am here, and I am waiting, as I always am, for you to look back.